So this is our old tier list for Street Fighter 6. So the game's been out for about a month now. I think I changed my mind on a lot of these things. So let's start with Luke. Luke's really good. He's like a toolbox character. He's pretty balanced. He has everything you could possibly want, but he kind of struggles with moving forward, especially against some of the characters with bigger buttons, some of the characters with teleports like Dee Jay. But he has a pretty messed up corner game if you can actually get them in the corner. But I don't think he's the best character anymore. I think he's probably over here. Guile. I think Guile has everything he needs to be Guile, to do the Guile game plan. But nobody plays him. I would say watch like Knuckle do and believe in Guile. I think Guile's really good. I don't think he's the best. I think he's somewhere around here. A character that needs to move up is probably Juri. Juri has like some of the best footsies in the game. She has some of the best ground and neutral in the game. And that's even before you consider Fireball. Once she has the Fuwa stocks and she can do like Fireball into Drive Rush, I don't know. She's pretty insane. I think Fireball into Drive Rush probably needs to go as well. I don't think it should be in the game. However, she struggles against Fireball characters. Like she struggles against Guile and Luke again. But I think she's up here. And speaking of Ken, I think Ken's a contender for top 1. I think Dragon Lash is really OP. He's basically like Soul Ken guy over here, like throwing out mids and half near. He's got huge damage. He's got the strongest corner carry in the game. Like stand roundhouse counter hit can convert to a full screen corner carry. He's really good. I'd say he's right up here. I think DJ is number 1 though. DJ Drive Rush might as well be a teleport. It's super hard to react to. He also has the damage. He has the mix. He has pretty good neutral. And on top of everything, like he also has charge moves that are really good. I think even if he took his charge moves away, he'd still be in a really good space. The next character I was super wrong about was probably Chun-Li. I think Chun-Li's really good, but she's hard to play, so you don't really see her represented that much. But I think she has really good neutral and really good footsies. I think she's like equal to or better than Juri in those areas. I think the thing holding her back is the fact she has no throw loops and she's kind of hard to play. But I think she's up here. JP, I think JP is probably where he should be. Near like the top of A. He's got good mid-range, insane long range, and he's still decent close range. And the fact that his counter beats throw is kind of disgusting. But I think people are getting better at playing against him. So I don't think he can move up. If anything, at some point he'll move down. But I think right now he's fine where he is. Honda was crushing it for like the first 3 weeks of the game. Headbutts -4, butt slams +1. If he touches you, you're losing between 30 and 50%. Drive Rush helps him a lot, so he can't be like camped out like in previous versions. However, he has no throw loops, and his buttons are kind of bad. Like his best button's probably like 5 HP, and then everything else is pretty bad. And 5 HP is used for his anti-air too, and it's not the easiest to do. Uh I think he's still A tier, but yeah, he's gonna be at the bottom for sure. Let's see. Who else was I thinking about moving around? Oh, this one is definitely wrong. Like Marissa. Um, I didn't. I didn't think it through that much. I played her a lot for like the first few days of the game, and I thought, well, the armor is really great, but she kind of struggles with getting rushed down. She kind of struggles with anti-air, and a lot of she has like really great tools, but those tools don't mesh that well together. They're all kind of just different versions of the same thing. Like Superman Punch, uh, Gladius, and the kick thing are all basically the same. However, now that we've seen people like Big Bird Player, I think she's up here. I think her damage is crazy, and she actually has anti-air conversions into a lot of damage as well, which, even though her anti-air is not the best, if you actually hit it, then you can two-touch. So it makes the risk reward different. Where like for the first 2 weeks or so, like her anti-air is not that great. They jump in on you. If you hit the anti-air, you don't get a lot. But now that she's been optimized more, you can actually get like 30% off anti-air. Ryu, I think Ryu is probably where he should be. He's really good, but there's like no reason to play him because you can just play Ken. Or if you want to play more like Fireball oriented, you can play like Luke or Guile. I don't know. I don't see any reason to play him instead of playing Ken, other than like you just like Ryu. Manon is really good. The fact that she keeps her stocks in between rounds is ridiculous. Her damage is crazy. A lot of her long range pokes are pretty good, but they're a little committal since you can't cancel them. The EX hit grab tech is pretty crazy. I think she's probably where she ought to be. Kimberly got nerfed a lot from the beta to the release, but she still has like really good buttons like 5MK, standing medium kick. I think she's still a rushdown monster. I think she has pretty good set play still. She has Guy's elbow drop as well. I don't know. I think she's still really good, but I think she's probably where she ought to be. Blanca. I think I was wrong about Blanca. He was like pretty annoying back then, but now we're seeing that he actually has like a lot more depth. So he has a lot of tools, and he can constantly rotate these tools, so he can stay unpredictable. If you watch Mena RD at CEO, who won with Blanca, he constantly rotates his options. Like he also showed us a strength of jump back air ball, which is really good. Ball in general is really good. It's unparryable. It's hard to punish. And we haven't even scratched the surface yet on Blanca-chan setups. I think Blanca's up here. Maybe here. Maybe here. But at least here. Cammy. I thought Cammy was really, really strong at the start. I think she's still good. But I think a lot of her stuff is very specific. Like Hooligan Mix requires a lot of very specific setups, like a 56 frame knockdown. And like fake hooligan mix requires like 44 frame knockdown. And then everything else is like super fake and like borderline trolling. Dive kick has to hit at very specific ranges. Yeah, a lot of her setups and pressure is just fake. And on top of that, she doesn't have any damage. What's really holding her in like high regard is spin knuckle, which is very strong, and also her speed. So you can just like throw your speed out there. There's just some good buttons too. But I don't think she's up here anymore. Like she's probably like here. Zangief or Zangief or whatever they call him. He's always gonna be Zangief to me, but he's insane once you get in. But it's really hard to get in. And once you do get in, if you command grab them, you don't get Oki after. You get kind of set back to neutral, which kind of is unfortunate because then you have to fight your way back in again. Lariat is his best anti-air, and it's not very good. It doesn't hit cross up. And then his other anti-air option is the air grab, and the air grab is like pretty horrible. Even compared to like Guilty Gear Strive, Heavenly Potemkin Buster, it's pretty bad. So, yeah, I think he's probably where he ought to be. Lily. I think Lily's better than people give her credit for. She's got like a really vanilla game plan, like Alex, but she has good buttons. Unfortunately, she needs the stocks to really play, but if she has the stocks, she does well. And she has gorilla damage. Like DR overhead leads into 36% without spending super. If she gets a DP punish, it's like 52% in the corner with no meter or no super. And if you're spending super, like meaty, let's see, 4 HP. So meaty back heavy punch can lead to like an 80% combo. Yeah, it's just like she needs the wind charges to play. But Half Moon Ryogi also needs her blade to play, right? And that's a character that we've seen be really successful. So I put her over here. Jamie still has like the neutral cheat button with like his lunge punch and stuff. But he does need the drinks. He needs like the full drinks to be really strong. And even when he's full drinks, his range isn't that great. He gets like the advancing jab and the jab range. He gets the dive kick. He's got a lot of great stuff when he's level 4, but he has to get level 4, and he doesn't keep his drinks in between rounds like Manon. But I think he's better than Dalsim. I think Dalsim's really weak to parry, and I think he's really weak to DI. And a lot of his buttons don't combo up close. But I think he's also a very difficult character. So, I mean, maybe Dalsim's up here somewhere, right? But right now, I think he's. My impressions of him right now, from what we've seen so far, is that he's probably the worst character in the game. I think he's worse than Lily, and I think he's worse than Jamie. And actually, I don't know if Jamie should be down here in C. I think it might actually be the case that he's up here. The other things I think I would change is maybe Luke could be here, and Blanca should be here. But for now, I think it's something like this. And it's possible Cammy should still be here. Yeah, I don't know. That's my thoughts so far. We'll see if the Rashid patch changes anything. And of course, like, there's always new stuff being discovered. It might be the case that Blanca's actually down here somewhere. But I think he's very good, and I think once we see more Blanca-chan setups, he's going to be, like, up here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. Something like this seems okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my thoughts. If you think it's dumb, then I don't disagree. See you.